Yo, what up, y'all? Yo, I rushed here just so I could do this one more time. This be the last live of the day. But yeah, Mets-Cardinals, game two of the doubleheader. You know what I'm saying? You just let everybody know on Facebook that I'm live. We cut the we cut the fantastic music down a little bit. So that's the ring song. That's the media. There we go. They're about to start off game two of the doubleheader. I was at work when the Mets lost game one, and I got a lot of, well, I ain't got that much to say about it right now. As the game go along, we'll get to it. But right now, Frankie Lindor's at the plate and first pitch hitting, ground out to second base. So that's the first out against Andre Calente. He'll be facing Tyler McGill. I didn't really get the grasp of the lineup for the second game, but I do know Frank Alvarez will be playing. He's starting to catcher because Torren started the game one as catcher. And there's an injury report I want to talk about as we go along. That's to Jesse Winker. But right now, Juan Soto's at the plate, hitting 258, 5 home runs. First pitch is a ball. All right. Let me just let the rest of this peanut gallery know. Juan Soto's DHing apparently. For this one, Nemo DH'd the first game. So I guess Azokar is going to start both games. Because for one, Wink is hurt. So he left the first game with an injury to my right side discomfort. There's more to that story. 1-0 pitch, ball 2. So Juan Soto's pretty good as a damn DH though. Just saying. All right. We're live on YouTube for the Met game. 2-0, brain for strike one. That was a get me over pitch. You know them get me over pitches. Just putting it right there. Up the middle, base. Well, not up the middle, but right to the field. Yep. Juan Soto gets on. This dude right here. This dude right here. Reading a comment on Facebook. This MFO big one. Come out with is a good camera. Like, yes. I want to say yes, motherfucker. I ain't gonna do that. Okay, who's hitting third? That would be Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso, he should have won the game for us in the first game of the doubleheader. See, what happened was he wants to walk instead of just hit the ball out. Where a grand slam would have made it 9-6. But that's how the game. Well, that's not how the game ended 6-5. But that's one of the reasons why the game ended 6-5 because he took strike 3, and he swings and hits a foul ball. Which apparently hit the umpire. Probably did. 1-1 to Pete Alonso. Alonso. With the count of 1-1, still hitting 347 with 8 home runs, 30 ribs. Mets need this game right now. They don't want to win they don't want to lose 2 series in a row. They got to go to Phoenix and then face the Diamondbacks, who put the spanking to Philly earlier. They salvaged game 3 of that series after Philly spanked them first 2 games. So yeah. Let me put it up there. Live on YouTube for the Mets. Soto leads off a first and a ground ball, a third, double play ball. I don't know what it is. It's like it seems like some power hitters, like when they ground the third, they decide they just don't want to run the ball out. I don't know, but anyway, that's a double play. Side retired. Tyler will reach the mound in the bottom of the first. Yeah, so Tyler McGill being pitched the bottom of the first. Wow. Dave Meltzer trying to go in on the releases, at least to the NXT cats. Now, for those who's doing it for the first, for those who's doing it for the first sight of me or listening of me, yeah, I'm doing a baseball game, but I will tend to go off topic. I'm just gonna keep it to the job. I will not be staying on topic all the time, but I will be doing it right now. The Cardinals lineup got Newt Bob, Wynn, Donovan, Arenado, Contreras, Burleson, Pozo, Walker, and Scott second. Oh, and the Silver Frog. Now I'm just saying, if you want to do something with that, yeah, just do it. Tyrone Taylor makes the catch on that fly ball by Lars Newt Bar. And you got the regular bench in the infield. Nemo's in left for this game. Taylor and Marte's playing right, so that's why Soto is not in the field. He is DHing. But for Starlin Marte, first time in right field this season, he's been DHing all year. And the first pitch to Mason Wynn is a strike from Tyler McGill. Tyler is having a good year. Yeah, 3-2, but he got a sparkling ERA. So let's just hope he can sparkle some more into the Mets getting this rubber game. And a line drive to Acuna Matata for the second out. We signed Acuna, who had a great first game. He was 3 for 3, 3 for 4. A walk. Now here's Brendan Donovan. Tyler McGill has gotten 2 outs in his first 3 pitches. First pitch to Donovan's is a strike. He killed the Mets in game 1. Had that 2 RBIs single against Blade Tidwell that helped run his ass out of the game. And on 5 pitches, Tyler McGill gets out of it. Donovan lines out opposite field to Brandon Nimmo, and we are scoreless going into the second inning. I don't know, peeked in to begin, but shouts to you. Yep. I might be posting that referral for the game. I did it once for the first Met game that was on Friday. Like I said, this is game 2 of the doubleheader, but game 3 of the series. You know what I'm saying? Your boys at work for the first game. I came home, it was the night, you know what I'm saying? Check the ninth inning, but that was just about it. But as it is, you know, for real. Yeah, so okay, back where happened to game one. Okay, so Blade Tidwell had he had his first major league start, and he was sharp a little bit, like on like first couple innings, but then he ran into some trouble when he ran into trouble with the Mets up 1-0. Wilson Contreras took him deep, and that resulted in the 1-1 tie. Then the Mets got up 2-1, but then it all fell apart for him. It all fell apart for him. It was like they was tied for a while, and then gave up 4 more runs, and he was done after 3 and a third. So, I mean, you could say he ran into a bust, or you could say he's not ready yet. And it seems like that's what the Mets are doing right now. To have certain pitchers come in, and then you almost had, and then you like the other couple of times before that you had Wasco Brazabon opening games, and he was pretty good. And there's a base hit from Mark Viento, Swaggy V with a single opposite field. So the Mets get it started. 1 on, no one out. Wish I was able to see like the lineup before, because I could have ran that down before running the Cardinals. But again, I was like, just came in. I'm like, yo, let me just get in. So Nemo's batting fifth in this game. He's having a good series. He got his average up to 230 with 7 home runs. Takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. And you can see Nemo's in front of the rail banner, and it seems that citizen crap is generated by MLB.TV. Palante's pitch, ground ball of second, maybe 2. Yeah, it is 2. So another double play for the Cardinals. That's 2 in a row. That's 2 double plays in as many innings. As they show the replay. So it's 2 outs. Palante has faced the minimum. What it said on 12 pitches. And it's Starling Marte, batting 6th. First pitch a strike. Inside corner, 0-1. Marte is playing right field, like I said. Hitting 167, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. He's taken an over in the series so far. And that's over because he just smashed the base hit to left field. So Marte makes sure that the Mets don't just send up the minimum. Got the head slightly over the ball, but it was just enough to find some grass, some outfield grass. So right now, that'll bring up Francisco Alvarez, who's game one had a great game one, 3 for 5, 3 RBIs, and it's brought his average up to 269. So it's getting respectable with him. And Starling Marte right away, still second, no throw. On a low pitch too, so it's 1-0 to Frank Alvarez. Alvy got the neon. Now, if you follow the Mets like I have for 89,000 years, Alvy's got the look reminiscent of like when Cespedes back like 10 years ago. That's what he's looking like right now. You got the neon like sleeve, like under sleeve under the jersey. Even though even though like Cespedes only had it like one. He had like one sleeve. Albies making it a double, and you should see his kicks too. His cleats got the neon green too. And right now, it must be working for him because now it's 3-0 to Alvarez. I would guess that Acuna's on deck, and then Taylor's batting ninth. Not too sure, but that's what I'm thinking. But anyway, 3-0 pitch, walked him. So after Vientos singled and Nemo grounded into a double play, you got Marte that singled and Alvarez that walked. And that'll bring up the 8th place hitter in the form of Luis Angel Acuna. Acuna Matata is hitting .313, and in this series, he's 4 for 7 with a steal. Palante's first pitch. Fisted to first, but Palante does cover the bag, and that's it. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left over. Midway through the second, we scoreless, baby. At least they run through the MLB commercials. So yeah, Blades hit well, went 3 1/3 innings in game 1. Gave up 6 runs for the loss. Like I said, the Mets made a valiant effort to come back, but they fell a worm short. And it's like, I would say with what they're doing right now, they're giving up. They're leaving the bases loaded a bit too much. If there's anything to nitpick, it's like they're leaving the bases loaded too. They're leaving runners in scoring position on too much. You know, that's what had them in the hitting malaise that they was like the first couple of weeks of the season. You know, hold on a second here. You back. So they're showing the NL ERA leaders. Yamamoto has a .9 for the Dodgers. Then you got Senga, and then you got Tyler. So yeah, we go down to the bottom of the second, and a swing and a miss to Nolan Arenado, 0-1. Nolan Arenado is 2 for 8 in the series, still hitting a low 246. That's way beyond him for his career stats. Ty Lewis pitch. Ground ball to third. Swaggy has to put in his pocket. So the first hit of the game for St. Louis, and it's an infield hit to Nolan Arenado. That's one of them 55-footers that Vientos has to put in his pocket. So, all right, St. Louis has 1 on, no one out. And yeah, I was right. Acuna was 3 for 4 in game 1. Wilson Contreras, the hero for St. Louis in game 1. And the pitch is low, 1-0. Wilson Contreras is DHing in this game too. So who's playing first one? So 1-0 to Wilson Contreras. Like I said, Arenado's on first, and a 97-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. Ty Law has a 1.74 ERA, and that actually does count for third in the league. He's pitched enough innings, and the line drive to left. Nimmo makes the catch, and Arenado retreats back to first. And on the 10th pitch of his start, Tyler McGill is going through 1 1/3 innings. So it's like not too many pitches thrown by either starter so far. So Alec Burleson essentially is the first baseman for the Cardinals, and there's a pop-up. Is it in play? It is not. Strike one to Alec Burleson. Tyler McGill, fun fact, he started the second Met no-hitter. Emphasis on started the second Met no-hitter. And apparently against the Cardinals in his career, he's 1-1 in 2 starts with a 7 ERA. The 0-1 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit the deep right field, and that looks like that's gone. And it is. So Alec Burleson is a 2-run shot. That's going to be his first home run of the year. And the St. Louis Cardinals now lead the Mets 2-0. They said 410 feet exit velocity of 105.3 miles an hour. So Cardinal fans are rejoicing all over the place. Oh. Because they boy just finally got his first home run. It only took him like 30-something games. So McGill has regrouped. As Pozo is the batter. Pitch gets away from Alvarez. It really doesn't matter. No one's on base, ball one. And they've not replaying the home run. He got all of it. He did get all of it. To deep right center field. 1-0. Popped up. That'll go foul. That'll go foul in the stands. 1-1. And then pitch again. Yeah, he got all of it. And he went right to the Cardinal bullpen. The key to Tyler McGill to keep a low pitch count in each inning. Because the higher his pitch count goes in each inning, he's gonna get rattled. Yoel Pozo, he's the backup catcher, 323 average with a homer and 2 ribs. And now the count is 3-1 to Pozo. Tyler looking for a good sign. Pitch clock is down. And now that Pozo pops it up in the infield, Acuna Matata with the catch. Put a second out. So now with only 17 pitches for McGill though. Remember, he got his first inning done on 5 pitches. So now that'll bring up, I believe that's Jordan Walker, the 8th place hitter. First pitch, there's a strike. Walker's hitting 206, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, the right fielder in this game. The 0-1. Where did that pitch go? I guess it was high. 1-1 to Jordan Walker. The 1-up, 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Walker 6'6", only 22 years old. He got drafted at about 16, 17 years old. And the 2-1 pitch fouled off with him. 2-2. The Mets down 2-0, bottom of the second. 2 outs. Deuces are wild. As they show Mendy. And it right down the middle, strike 3, side retired. But not before Alec Burleson goes yard for a 2-run shot. The Mets are 2 runs in the res. Top of the third soon. So yeah, man. What the hell is on X right now? Yo, I was looking at this on Facebook page. Yo, they got this. This got this 3-1 Mets wireless charger. I'm like, yo, I'm getting me a Mets wireless charger, y'all. For real. They gotta go down. I don't know if I'm gonna get this 3-1 or I'm gonna just get the wireless charger with Mr. Met on it, but I got to get a wireless charger. Preferably a Met wireless charger. So that's next on the menu. I think I'm gonna treat myself for Father's Day with that joint. For real. I think I'm treating myself for Father's Day with that. And now they got watch bands, but I ain't gonna watch. These hats be banging too. They got the new Era Royal Duo logo. You know what I'm saying? The Duo logo. That's looking fire. Well, that looks the Royal joint, and then they got the navy light blue. They got the 2-tone snapback. Man, listen. And then they got the retro pattern. Yo, Fanatics is off the hook. And it's funny because I'm streaming the games like, as this in the commercial, go get some Fanatics gear. Now I'm looking at Mets on Fanatics. Yo, it's crazy. But back to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ahead of myself. Tyrone Taylor will lead off the top of the third against Andre Palante. The Mets are 2 runs in the hole and a foul ball for 0-1. Tyrone Taylor hitting .230, a home run, 6 RBIs. But he's 2 for 2 in the series. Palante's about to throw his 21st pitch. And that's a ball. So 1-1 to Tyrone Taylor. Like I said, Cardinals lead the Mets 2-0, trying to get the rubber game of this 3-game series overall and sweep this doubleheader. And did he check? He did. 2-1. Gary and Keith's on the call on SNY. The first game if you were in New York was on Pix 11. Second game on SNY. And a line drive base hit to left field. So Tyrone Taylor, the leadoff man, is on. So now, I believe that's the third straight inning that the Mets had the leadoff man on. Now Francisco Lindor will come to the plate. And now Steve Gelb is getting camera time for whatever reason. So due up. First 3 was Tyrone Taylor, Francisco Lindor, and Juan Soto. First pitch from Palante, that's a high ball. Okay, good. They didn't call a strike on that one. I was about to. Okay, I was wrong. That's right. Francisco Lindor did ground out to lead off the game. All of a sudden, he's getting held in check, leading off games, leading off first innings. Something to really watch closely, especially when they go to Phoenix tomorrow night. I won't be streaming tomorrow night because I will be minding the business that pays me currently. You know, so 1-0 to Lindor. You know, I will not be streaming tomorrow. I'll catch the rest of the game here at home, but I will be watching I will be watching beginning while I'm conquering the world for a few hours. 2-0 to Lindor, by the way. Here's Palante's pitch momentarily. And a line drive base hit by Lindor. Tyrone Taylor will hold it second. So the Mets are setting the table. 2-1, nobody out. For the $53 million man. Yes, sir. For the $51 million man. That's one of them. We know he's getting over $50 million, and they're looking blunt. Well, they'll get Lindor. Soto hit a slow roller like up the middle, but it was enough to get Lindor forced out at second. So now the Mets have got runners at the corners, 1 out for Pete Alonso. It was almost a little bit of confusion with the Cardinal middle infielder. It was almost to the point where Lindor might have a shot, but it's like he pulled up a little bit. But at any rate, Pete Alonso comes up to the plate. Alonso hit into that double play. And now Alonso fouls it off. 0-1 to him. Palante threw a fastball inside that the polar bear had the fifth foul. So this will be the 29th pitch for Palante in this game. Another fifth job by Pete Alonso. Maybe I shouldn't have said it like that, but come on, talking baseball here. You know, so it is 0-2 to Pete. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Andre Palante has like one of those funky deliveries when pitching from the stretch. It's like he's palming the. I mean, if you watch him, you see it. You know what I'm saying? This is like my second time seeing him this year. And Pete again fouls it off. He's trying to stay alive. That's the 87 or 97 one. Game 1. What I tell y'all about runners in scoring position. The Mets hit 3 for 15. They left 12. And I think they left the bases loaded twice. And there's a curveball foul. Palante took a lot off of that. That was only 78 miles an hour. Two nothing Mets. Runners at first and third, 1 out. 1-2 count for Pete Alonso with Mark Vientos on deck. He throw to first, not nearly in time. Soto was not even taking that large of a lead. Now 32 pitches for Palante. Listen, it's only the third inning, so it's like I said, not too many pitches thrown for the first 2 innings for either pitcher. But here's the pitch. Ball 2. Off the inside corner. So now Deuce is wild again without that number of outs. The 2-2 pitch coming to Pete right now. And a line drive base hit that will bring 1 run home. Pete Alonso now has 31 RBIs as Tyrone Taylor scores, and the Mets have cut the lead St. Louis in half. 2-1. Soto goes to second on the play. And his single was just like Marte's single, only it was a little lower with Pete. Pete had to fish for that one. But as it is, Tyrone Taylor walks home, and then that's it. So now, here goes Swaggy V. Mark Vientos. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Vientos singled to lead off the second. He was erased on a double play. Nemo. 1-0 coming. A line drive foul. One and one. Got a good swing on it, but he lined it foul on the first base side. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, way inside. Way inside to Vientos. 2-1. Andre Palante at home. 2-0. On the road, 0-2. Sparkling at home, but on the road, he a little on the trash side. And speaking of trash, he's now down 3-1. 3-1 to Swaggy V. The runners take their leads. 3-1 pitch. Walk them. Bases loaded. The sacks are full now for... All right. We used to say that back in the day. The sacks are full right now for Brandon Nimmo. Coming to you live from hut number 3. Yeah. So now, meeting of the minds with the catcher and the pitcher. So now the pitch count is going up a tad with 1 out. Top of the third inning, Cardinals lead the Mets 2-1. Both teams trying to win this series. Mets trying to split the doubleheader so they can win the series. Cardinals trying to sweep this doubleheader so they can win the series. And as Nemo strides to the plate, he's grounding into a double play his first time up. And but fits that one, punches down the line foul. He pulled it foul for strike 1. Will the Mets come through in this inning, or is it going to be a carbon copy of Game 1? The whole Game 1. But right now, the bases are loaded. Pitch low, had to be blocked by the catcher. Ball 1. There's a pitch. Bounced in front of the plate. .40-second pitch coming up for Palante. And Nemo pops it. Foul. Nemo tries to regroup. It's pitch count is now 1-2. On deck, Starling Marte as the Mets try to get together more than 1 run. And they check the swing, but it's 2-2 to Brandon Nimmo. Two and two to Brandon Nimmo. 1 out, bases loaded. Galante gets set. The 2-2 pitch to Brandon Nimmo. And he swings and misses for strike 3, 2 out. And that's going to leave it up to to Starling Marte, who singled and stole a base his first time up. The catcher sets up outside and then goes in, and then Nimmo has to collapse his wrist to swing and miss. Well, it's up to Marte now. First pitch, ball 1. No place to put him. Marte singled and stole a base, brings Zappers up to a robust 182. The 1-0. Outside corner, but they didn't call it. That's 2-0. Galante gets set. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1. To Starling Marte. That pitch got away from him, so it was ball 3. In Marte's career, that's got 2 grand slams. Got 2 grand slams. The 3-1. 3-2. Payoff pitch, the runners are going to be in the carousel. And Marte hits it in the gap. It's going to fall. 2 runs going to score. Mets taking a 3-2 lead. Starling Marte, Mr. 182 batting average, just drove in Soto and Alonso from 3rd and 2nd respectively. And Vientos goes to 2nd. Vientos might have went to 3rd. Yeah, Vientos went to 3rd. So now it's 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. Francisco Alvarez to the plate. He walked his first time up. So his average stays at 269. So the Mets, they came through. And now they're focusing on Starling Marte for whatever reason. First pitch fouled off, 0-1. We are 45 minutes into the stream almost. And Marte runs. Grounded up the middle, base hit. Marte will go to third. Meanwhile, Vientos is going to score, so the Mets are up 4-2. And Francisco Alvarez got his fourth RBI of the series. As they go hit and run with 2 outs. Why not? Why not? And Marte had to jump over that. So now runners at the corners again. It's just that Vientos traded with Marte. And Palante is getting that work again from New York. So right away, here we go. The Cardinals getting that bullpen up. So Palante's in D. And he's doing a lot of pitches because now he's up to 52. So right now, Luis Angel Acuna. Luis Angel Acuna will get to the plate. First pitch inside. Yo, Palante has been throwing inside a lot. That being said, Acuna grounded out his first time up. The 1-0 up the middle, and they'll get Acuna, but the Mets did they damage. They scored 4 in the top of the third. They already have 8 hits now, and they up 4-2. And apparently my stream is messing up a little bit. Okay, there it is. It's back. I was about to say, don't mess up now. Yo, this is a crazy Julio Rodriguez commercial right here. It's like they have him like, because the Heroes of the Game, like the Heroes of the Game campaign, it's like, it's crazy. It's just like they get cartoon like anime cartoon versions of like Powerhead and stuff like that. They got one for Juan Soto too, but they just feature the one with Julio. Yep. So now the commercial break is just about to end. We gotta put every 3 in. Oh. I didn't mean to put that back on, but I mean, as far as like making 2 copies of it, but yeah. If y'all wanna, what the hell is Steve Gelbs? Get more camera time. Anyway, y'all wanna do, you know, get it, and tell them your man Lane sent you. Anyway, First pitch is 1-0 to Scott the second. Yep. I'm in the chat on my tablet. Fun distraction, y'all. 1-2, by the way, to Scott. The 1-2 pitch, got him. A little hot cheese to get Victor. I think his name's Victor Scott. 1 out, and Tyler with only 26 pitches still, or 28 pitches. It's 26 pitches. One and 0 to Lars Nootbaar. One 0, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch from McGill. I think this would be his 30th pitch or his 29th. Now it's 3-0. So it's like the rule of thumb whenever you get a lead is to get a shutdown and then behind that. Because it seems like everybody's doing their part. If you dig what I'm saying. 3-0, walked them on 4 pitches. Now remember game 1 when Nootbaar he just doubled. He basically did the gritty to third base with no throw. Of course they couldn't throw him out because he was on third when the pitch was being delivered. So it will behoove Tyrone McGill to pay attention to this dude while he's on first base. So what? Mason Wynn is at the plate. And then right down the middle for a strike. How about that? Mason Wynn lined out his first time up. The 0-1 pitch. Momentarily. He gets away from Alvarez, but not far enough. Tyler way ahead of schedule right now as far as his pitch count goes. The average according to Major League Baseball, the standard is the standard, I guess. Anyway, Mike Tomlin reference. 2-1 to count to Mason Wynn. Lars Nootbaar up first, 1 out, by the way. Now 3-1. All of a sudden, Tyler can't find the plate. Three and 1 to count for Mason Wynn. Mets can use a double play right now. But they'll take strike 2. They will definitely take strike 2. But now we got a full count. You like the stream whenever you want. But now they walk Mason Wynn. So now the tables are set for St. Louis with Brendan Donovan up. Now Hefner's out to talk to him with the whole infield in. Whole infield trying to rally around him. And for God's sakes, don't give up the lead. Couple of different pitching styles that they're saying that they're going side by side with Vellante and Miguel. This is so for Miguel's sake that he can get through this without having a big inning. Because right now he's up to 36 pitches. Now 37 is a strike. They're getting me over. That was a good curve. If I'm Miguel, I'll do it again. Let's see. 0-1 to Donovan. Lined out his first time up. Strike 2, they called it. That pitch was low. Good frame job by Alvey. 0-2 to Donovan. I'm gonna cut this light on soon. That sun about to set. Unless y'all want to see me in the dark. No, but it's not about me. It's about the Mets. 0-2 and the foul ball. So Miguel's about to throw his 40th pitch. And the pitch is bounced over the plate for ball 1. 1-2 to Brendan Donovan. The 1-2 pitch. He went through hell and high water to try to get that pitch. Donovan fouled it off. One, two. Now 2-2. Runners at first and second. As they check the most hits in the league, Pete Alonso leads the league with 43, but Brendan Donovan got 42. So the battle of the most hits individually in the National League is right here, folks. Right there in Busch Stadium. So 2-2. Ground ball at first. Alonso will get to the bag, but the runners advance. Second and third. Now with 2 outs and a 2-run lead for New York Mets. With Nolan Arenado. So now 2 outs. Miguel just need 1 more out. And this is a big out. This is a huge out. Nolan Arenado, one of the best players in baseball over the past decade and change. And there's a strike. 0-1. It seems like Tyler was getting that first pitch strike. That particular first pitch strike. Pitch number 45. What average? The 0-1. 2 high, ball 1. Nolan Arenado began his career with the Colorado Rockies, and they've been emphasizing that he won 10 Gold Gloves in his first 10 years. Strike 2, right down the middle. Nolan Arenado won the home run title 3 times, 15, 16, and 18. So he's no stranger to he's no stranger to hardware. Like I said, 10 gold gloves his first 10 years. And a good play by Vientos, but threw it wild. And that's gonna cause him 2 runs. Nope, actually 1 run. Run scored on that throwing error, because that's what it is. It's a throwing error. Or is it? Mason Wynn got hurt, by the way. He's trying to walk it off. As it is, runners at the corners, the Cardinals scored their third run of the game that trims the Mets lead to 4-3. So here's that play again. Wynn was making sure that he didn't get tagged out, but it's like Pete Alonso got too far off the base to try to even backhand it, and while trying to stay on the base, but he couldn't backhand it. So right now, I believe it's thrown out. I wouldn't call that a base hit for Arenado. He was too slow. Too slow. But just like a spill on a store floor, it creates more work for those that try to not do so much work. No? I mean, there's people know. Ball 1 to Wilson Contreras. Thing that Vientos needs to do is have a stronger throw would have got him. A stronger throw would have got him. The 0-1. There's a strike. That's 0-2. No, that's 1-1. I'm looking at Contreras in the line instead of the count. Contreras was 0-1. The count was 0-1, and then it was a strike. Okay, there we go. Now that we did a little housekeeping for the day, the 1-1 pitch, 1-2. And that was a little gas. He hit the gas right there. 95 miles an hour on that fastball. This will be pitch number 51 for Tyler McGill in this game, not this inning. The 1-2 pitch, outside. Mason Wynn at third. Nolan Arenado on first. 2 outs, 4-3. Mets lead. We're hour and 3 minutes into the stream. 2-2. Fouled off. Two and two to count. We're gonna do it again. Two pitch. Outside, ball 3. Outside and low. Keep showing the replay. The payoff pitch coming up. The runner at first is taking off. Ground ball, base hit, and the game is tied. And Arenado takes third. He was running on the pitch. Play in front of him. Tyrone Taylor couldn't get him. So apparently they showed the similar pitching styles between Andre Palante and Tyler McGill, and what happens in this inning. Both these pitchers getting a snot box rip. They're getting a snot box right now. So now it's 4-4. We all leaving. We got a brand new ball game, folks. So here's Alec Burleson who hit the keynote for the Cardinals. 2-run homer. And that brought them up 2-zip at time being. So Wilson Contreras is smacking the Mets around basically. 6 for 10 with a home run and 5 RBIs. This day today belongs to him as far as the doubleheader is concerned. The 0-1. Alvarez did a good job of blocking that pitch. So it's now 1-1 to Burleson. Here's the pitch. Outside, and now McGill is starting to creep up on a lot of pitches in this inning, if not already. And he's getting rattled. They just showed the replay of him reacting to that base hit by Contreras. He's getting rattled. Clearly, it's 2-1. Fouled off 2-2. Or was it fouled off? He swung and missed at that. And right away, that looks like Kranick in the bullpen. Max Kranick. 2-2. Now it's 3-2. The last thing Tyler McGill wants to do is walk the bases loaded. That is the absolute. He can ill afford to do that. He can ill afford to do that. And a ground ball to second. Acuna Matata gets the Mets out of it. However, damage done. Cardinals tied it for 2 runs. We go to the 4th. And do I have my water? Do I have my water? I do. Drink with me. Oh, man. Yes, I have my water. I wish it had been like ice cold and frozen, whatever, but it is what it is. As the Mets are making it difficult. Oh man. Yo, for those who peek in and peek out, thanks for coming. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming. We here for a little while longer. Like I said, the sun's gonna set in like another hour and change, and then we'll be under the lights. We'll be under the lights. It must have been back from break quick, unless this is an MLB network type deal. They're showing the franchise records for side by side of each team, and this is well produced. This is well produced, for real. They went from average, and it was SNY produced it. They went side by side Cardinal records. Wins by pitches, batting at home runs, stolen bases, ERA, I said batting average already. Yep, that was dope. That was dope. You used to see it. Oh my God! Listen, SNY are the GOATs of baseball production. I don't care what nobody say. Ground ball up the middle. That's gonna be an infield hit. That was Tyrone Taylor. Tyrone Taylor's been pretty hot in this series. I don't think they've thrown him. I don't think they got him out in this series. I think he's 4 for 4 now. in the series, like 2 for 2 in the game. Y'all get what I'm saying? Tyrone Taylor has been valuable to this team for a couple years now. And now Francisco Lindor. Can the offense put him back up? Mets look like they're gonna need about 10 runs. So pitch in there, hit him in the head. It's 1-1. The 1-1 coming up. Popped up foul. Popped up foul is 1-2. One and two to Francisco Lindor, who's hitting in the 290s right now. One and two to Lindor. Mets could use a big hit right now. And he almost chased. He bounced the pitch. Tyrone Taylor stays at first though. Galante is about to throw a 61st pitch. 2-2 to Francisco Lindor. And there's a disengagement, meaning a throw to first. Taylor slides back. Galante is giving up 9 hits and 3+. 2 walks and a strikeout. All 4 runs earned. And now the count is 3-2 to Frankie Lindor. Juan Soto on deck. Tyrone Taylor on first. Nobody out. Three, 2 coming. Does Tyrone Taylor run? Walked him. Tyrone Taylor did not run on the pitch, by the way. Juan Soto at the plate. His average up to 262 now with that 1-2. He's DH, remember that. So the first pitch, a get me over. That's a good curveball. A good curveball. Juan Soto buckled on that one. 0-1. One and one. They said that Juan Soto only has 2 home runs against Cardinals in his career. I mean, that makes sense because they don't play the Cardinals that much, but 6 times a year. 6, maybe 7 times a year. 7 this year. Curveball, this is what Palante's depending on now. At least to try to get Juan Soto out. But he's down in the count 2-1. And there's a fly ball deep center field. It's playable. Or is it? It is. But Tyrone Taylor will go to third. Soto just missed a home run. Juan Soto just missed either a 3-run shot. Let's see how far Victor Scott was. That ball was gone. That ball was gone. Victor Scott II just robbed Juan Soto of a 3-run homer. To dead central too. Little more muscle on that ball, and it'd be 7-4 right now. Instead, it's a long ass burst out. Tyrone Taylor at third, Lindor on first, and now Pete Alonso. Alonso had his heart out his chest on that one. And there's Lindor still second. And they threw it through. They threw it through, but the infielder had to jump in front of the plate. Jump in front of second base just to catch it. Lindor had that base stolen anyway. Now 2-0 as the ball is bounced in front of the plate. That pitch was only 71 miles an hour, y'all. Alright, get off this nail biting stuff. I'm on TV, damn it. 2-0 to count to Pete Alonso. So now second and third. And Alonso pops the foul. All fours as far as the score in the number. 2-1 to Pete. Vientos on deck. 70th pitch of the game. Now 3-1. Oh, what to do now? Because you got the Mets' best power hitter, by bar none. And then you got Mark Vientos, a young power hitter, on deck. Let's see what happens. 3-1 pitch. Right there, strike two. And it was a strike, according to the box. Pete figured that he'd take his gear off and just no, he didn't. 3-1. 3-2. I'm bugging y'all. I see by the eyes, you know what I'm saying? Keep going 1-0, 1-0, but I'm getting views, baby. The 3-2 pitch. Walked him. Now he does. He really walked this time. Now the bases are loaded. Before Mark Vientos comes up, drink with me. Yeah, that pitch was outside. And is Marmo taking him out of the game? Yes, he is. Marmo says, you ain't staying up. I need some pitches enough for you, bro. So it's gonna be a bullpen game for the Cardinals. It's gonna be one for the Mets too. Watch Miguel don't go 5 either. Oh my God. Major League Baseball 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Major League Baseball in 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. He's cat. Yeah, like I said, Major League Baseball 2025, y'all. 5 innings, official start, quality starts. What is that? Today's quality start is like 4 innings, 1 run given up. I kid you not. I kid you not. It's crazy. It's crazy work, and they still get the big buck, you know? All right, apparently we're coming back already. Oh, but I thought we were. Yeah, apparently we are. We're back. First pitch is a strike from who's that? Oh, Michael McGreevy is in the game. Is this his first game as a Cardinal this year? They're showing his AAA stuff. But as it is, 0-1 to Vientos, and he fouls it off. 0-2. So apparently they throw a right-hander in with more life on his pitches. Vientos, by the way, 1 for 1. Single and a walk, I believe. But the bases are full of Mets. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Got him on the corner. 2 outs. When will the Mets stop taking strike 3? With the bases loaded. Now it's up to Nemo. It's like these pitches are too close to take. Swing. Rather you strike out swinging than striking out looking. And speaking of looking, Brandon Nemo looks at strike 1. And Nemo for 2. Plenty of days removed from that 9 RBI game, even though he did hit number 7 on Friday. Let's not get that twisted. But yet and still, he's grounded into a double play and struck out in game 2. Right now, Michael McGreevy is looking like, well, Max Kranick. 1-1 to Nemo. Ball 2. McGreevy, that curveball is outside. Starling Marte on deck. He's 2 for 2 today. And Nemo hits it to right field, but it's going to hold up. Walker makes the catch, and the Mets strand 3 again. So now Tyler McGill has to do heavy lifting again. Four, bottom 4 coming up. So like I said, I'm doing Tuesday's game. I'm doing Tuesday's game, and I'm gonna have the good stuff. Yeah, I'm doing Tuesday's game. It's gonna be Tuesday night, 9:40. 9:40 first pitch, 9:30. You know, might just do. I don't know. It's definitely only 9:30. I had to stand up doing not doing, but watching the pregame show. Sun's going down. Sun's about to set out west. Yep. I want to get MLB The Show 25, but I gotta get a console. I gotta get a console. I can talk. Yeah. In other news, hold on a second. I'm gonna pull up these standings up to date. Bottom of the 4th, Tyler McGill back on the mound. Let's see what he does in this inning. He throws a fastball outside to Bozo. 1-0. Read the standings off as we go along, and it's 2-0. So yeah, here we go. Bozo's on the 2-0. Bozo's at the plate. I said he's on the mound. So thanks for tuning in to the stream, by the way. Those who have, even if it's for like a hot second. And there's a get me over strike by Tyler Miguel. 2-1 to Pozo. All right, so we got the American League East. We got the Yankees at 19-15. They're the leaders in a broken bat. Line drive to Lindor for the first out. As Keith Hernandez would say, that's good firewood. All right, so the Yankees are 19-15 in first place. Boston Red Sox 18-18, 2 games out. Tampa Bay Rays 16-18, 3 games out. Toronto Blue Jays. Hey, my lady sent me a reel on Instagram. Toronto Blue Jays 16-8. Well, Tampa Bay and Toronto are tied. They're both 3 games out behind the Yankees. And then the Orioles 13-20. Pulling up the rear. 5.5 games behind the Yankees. The 0-1 pitch, by the way, to Jordan Walker. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And then you got the Detroit Tigers, who are the best team in the AL, by the way, leading the Central. 22-13. Did he check? He checked it. 1-2. Because the pitch got away from Alvey. He could have ran at first base if he didn't check. And there would have been no way in hell that they would have got him. Okay, Walker did strike out his first time up. Guardians, by the way, Cleveland Guardians, a game and a half behind the Detroit Tigers. 1-2, 2-2. The Royals are 19-16. They're 3 games behind the Tigers. The Twins 15-27 out, and the Chicago White Sox 10-24, 11.5 out. In the West, soon fly ball to right field. That should be foul, and it is. In the AL West, Seattle Mariners 20-13. The Sacramento Athletics are 19-16. Yes, I'll call them Sacramento. I'm not just gonna say the Athletics like all y'all other bosses. The Sacramento Athletics are 19-16. They're 2 games behind the Seattle Mariners. Houston Astros 17-16. 3 out. Texas Rangers 17-18. 4 out. And the Disneyland Angels right down the middle, strike 3 call. So Tyler Miguel gets Jordan Walker for the 2nd time in this game. And it's now 2 away. Wasn't that big of a spanking with Diamondbacks and Philly, huh? Because Philly went and tied it. And there's Gary and Keith getting airtime. And while they're doing that, let me just say the Disneyland Angels are 13-20, 7 behind the Seattle Mariners. In the National League East, our boys 22-12. This is up to date, by the way. Philly 19-15, 3 out. The Washington Nationals 16-19, 6.5 out. The Braves 14-18, 7 out. The Marlins 13-20, 8.5 out. 1-1, by the way, to Scott the second. Now 2-1. Chicago Cubs 21-14. First place in the NL Central. Cincinnati Reds 18-17, 3 out. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Is 74th pitch by McGill. 3-1. 3-ball count. This is why is why you come out after 3-4 innings, and that's why the whole world is full of 5 inning. The world is filled with 5 inning pitches. Brewers 17-18, 4 out, and Scott just walked. Cardinals 15-19. 4 out of the Cubs, and Pittsburgh Pirates 12-23. As Laws Nuke, is that not Laws Nuke Law? Yes, look like he's gonna hit. Is he gonna hit? Yes, that is Laws Nuke Law, and there's a first pitch. Where was that pitch? Nuke Law walked and scored a run. Playing left field in this game, playing right field in game 1. 1-0 count. Scott can run. Ground ball to Acuna. Side retired. Folks, we're going to the 5th inning as Tyler McGill gets out of it with only a walk given up. And while they doing the commercial break, let me run through the NL West to see and show you guys what's going on, or tell you guys what's going on. We have the Los Angeles Dodgers, best team in baseball at 23-10. We'll get to San Francisco later. San Diego Padres 22-11. Their game out. San Francisco Giants 22-13. 2 out. The Arizona Diamondbacks 18-16, 5.5 out. And the Colorado Rockies were the worst team in baseball, 6-28, 17.5 out. And that, folks, are your MLB.com standings. Want to know the wild card? Okay, why didn't you say so? Let me just pull it up. I have a slow-ass tablet. Here we go. Like I said, I have a slow-ass tablet. And for whatever reason, they're going to pull up the damn scores. We'll have the wild card standings later, y'all. We will have the wild card standings later. It's like if the screen don't pull up. Yeah, I know y'all got horrible old ass devices too. Y'all probably got horrible old ass phone. I mean, I know I do. Hell, let's go to the scores. Why not? We'll go to the scores. Why not go to the damn scores as we're back on SNY, sponsored by City. Anyway, Steve Gelbs, I guess he, whatever. Steve Gelbs, more camera time than need be as Starling Marte catches a cold strike right down the middle, basically. You know what the score is in here. This top 5 Mets-Cardinals tied at 4. Mid-3 in Atlanta. Dodgers trail the Braves 2-0. Finals. Royals beat the Orioles 11-6. Padres beat the Pirates 4-0. Twins over the Red Sox 5-4. Rays beat the Yankees 7-5 in the Bronx. Guardians beat the Blue Jays 5-4 as a ground ball to first base. Pitcher covering, 1 out. The Sacramento Athletics beat the Miami Marlins 3-2 in Miami. D-backs, who was up 7-1, had to hold on in 10 to beat the Phillies 11-9. 5-4. Here's Francisco Alvarez, by the way, who's having a great series, like I said. Pitch gets away from the catcher, but so what? Nobody's on. Brewers shut out the Cubs 4-0. Rangers all over the Mariners ain't the one. Giants spanked the Rockies' ass 9-3. Detroit Marlins Disneyland 13-1. Nationals beat the Reds 4-1. And of course, we know what happened in Game 1 at this doubleheader. 2-0 to Albie. 2-1. All right, let's get that back to the wildcard standings. 2-1, the pitch. This is foul. Two and two. Now we get to the wild card standings. The top three in the wild card standings are the Cleveland Guardians, the Sacramento Athletics, and the Kansas City Royals. And then the National League wild card, you have San Diego Padres, San Francisco Giants, and the Philadelphia Phillies. Arizona, you need to put in some work on Friday. All right, 2-2 to count to Francisco Alvarez. 4-4 tie in the fifth inning. And it's hit the right field with foul. Oliver Marmol hoping that his strategy succeeds at least with this game. They walked a lot of Mets and still won first game. And right down. Oh! 4-3. Umpire called that low. Now if I'm Albie, I'm swinging before the umpire, you know what I'm saying, makes up the call on this payoff pitch coming up. And that's strike 3. Oh no, it's not. Ball 4. That fooled me. You know what it was? Same pitch. And umpire still didn't call it. Yo, honestly, that was crazy. He called it when Palante was on the mound. Shut up, Lane. First pitch, a ball to Luis Angel Acuna. He's grounded out twice in this game. But up in the count 1-0. And Acuna's bunting. Put it in your pocket, boy. Well, they said it was foul. Okay, it was. I guess it went off his bat twice. Yeah, that's a foul ball. That's a strike. Yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul. I wonder who's looking in right now. Whoever did, looking out now. Crazy work, yo. Crazy work, yo. So, in essence, it's 1-1. One and one to Luis Angel Acuna. And that's a foul. 1-2. One and two to Acuna. Run on first, 1 out. 4-4 tie. Michael McGreevy still on the mound. And wow. That's another one that might have been called a strike. At any rate, McGreevy's young. Two and two, the count Greavy, his face is mad red, y'all. His face is mad red. The 2-2 pitch. Luis Angel Acuna strikes out swinging on a bad pitch. That was on a bad pitch. So now it's up to Tyrone Taylor. We'll be under the lights after this inning is over. After the top of this inning is over. First pitch. There's a ball. Tyrone Taylor, like I said, 4 for 4 in the series, 2 for 2 in this game, 2 singles and 1 scored. The 1-0 to Tyrone. Down the middle, there's a strike. Wasn't completely down the middle, it was a little low, but it's still a strike. One and one. Pitch. I think he got it. He did get hit. Where did he get hit? Elbow. And then the ball, and then the pitch ricocheted from the elbow to the catcher's mask. So Pozo got hit too. The Mets have been hit the most in the National League, 19 times. Now let's see if Francisco Lindor can take advantage of this. 2 on, 2 outs, 4-4 tie. And that was a 93-mile-an-hour pitch. Lindor now in 294. And he's got a 0-1 count on him. Pitch swung on and missed. Tried to catch Frankie Nappin. That ball was blown by Francisco Lindor. It's 0-2. So now in an 0-2 count. And it swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to Francisco Lindor. Let's go on this light, y'all. 4-4 tie, mid-fifth. But first, let me guess the tag game. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just tell you right now, it's number 1. Let me just tell you right now, it's number 1. Now they starting it. I hate when I'm wrong. It was number 3. It was number 3. All right, y'all. Let's get on these lights. All right, we back. They're showing the road ahead for the Mets. Arizona, Chicago, Pittsburgh, then the Yankees. Riffa, Peterson, and Singer against Nelson, Gallen, and Kelly. They got to be better this week than last. You got to be better in. There they flashed the leather, and they hit foul. But remember, the Diamondbacks won 2 out of 3. Why? Because the Mets kept leaving runners on base and not getting a timely hit. Something like this series right now. You know? Just like this series. Whip ass the first game, and not so much bullpen. So Azokar's gonna play right. Starling Marte, good half the game. Now get out of here. That is crazy work. But here's the deal. Starling Marte, his future is as a DH. His future is definitely as a DH. As Tyler with the first pitch of ball, second pitch of strike. I believe it's Arenado at the plate. No, it's not. Barrero's coming up as a pinch hitter. He might be coming in for win. Is he pinch hitting for win? Does that say two? It does. He is pinch hitting for win. So apparently Win got hurt and he can't finish. That's pitch number 81 as Barrero strikes out swinging. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. McGill with the heat. And batting third is Donovan. Batting second is missing. Batting third overall. And McGill returns the favor by hitting the Cardinal. Now, he didn't return the favor. That pitch got away. It hit Donovan on the foot. But anyway, as it is, the go-ahead run is on. And we are almost 2 hours in the stream, and this game is only in the fifth inning, y'all. And it is a strike to Nolan Arenado. 0-1 to Arenado. This will be the 84th pitch by Tyler McGill. And like I said, you know Mendy's like, better get out of this one. Because this will not be his inning to finish. If he gives up a second runner, or if he doesn't get a double play on this, he would need a double play. McGill's a strikeout pitcher. Like I said, Tyler is a strikeout pitcher. And it was good morning, good afternoon, good night with Nolan Arenado. So 2 outs, bottom 5, and Wilson Contreras to bat. Wilson 1 for 2 in an RBI single. Remember, he's DHing because Alec Burleson is playing first. We know he won't be playing anymore catcher. That's St. Louis saying that, not me. But here's the first pitch. Low, ball 1. Mendy's in the dugout. And I ain't calling nobody to throw in the bullpen yet. He's trusting Tyler. He'll have somebody in the bullpen next to him, I'll tell you that for damn sure. But there's a strike. Outside corner. 1-1. '88th pitch coming from Tyler. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. That was a nasty slider. That was filthy right there. They're showing us the splits between the first time up, second time up, and third time up. Tyler's great first time up. He's kind of average second time up, then gets his head caved in his third time up. And good play by Alvey, but that was an ill-advised throw. 2-2, by the way. So Wilson. 2-2. The pitch. He got him swinging. Got him swinging. And that's it. Start retired. Does he come out for the sixth? I don't think so. Because he's never been out for the fourth time around. Even though he still has 4 batters to go for the third time around. But as it is, it's tied 4-4. An hour and 51 minutes into the stream. And a reminder, tomorrow, I'm not doing, if I do a live, it won't be for the Mets. It'll be on probably some like I did yesterday. I mean, this morning. Probably do a rando before I leave. You know. Like I said, I'm gonna conquer the world for a few hours. But it's gonna be in the afternoon hours to evening hours. And by the time I'm back, the first inning at least will be over. I mean, if y'all want me to listen, I'll go, join in progress. I'll join in progress, and then matter of fact, I'll do that. Join in progress. Mets Diamondbacks tomorrow night. I'll do it. Why the hell not? I got the whole Tuesday, to myself, so All right, so that's it. You know what I'm saying? Join in progress. Mets Diamondbacks. Let's get it. Let's go. I got y'all. I definitely got y'all. Now, can the Mets get up 6 innings? We go. Juan Soto bluffing at a bunt. Why, I don't know, but ball 1. So, Soto, Mets already at their 4th time up. Mets 4 runs, 9 hits. St. Louis, 4 runs, 4 hits. And Juan Soto, who's 1 for 3. We'll take a strike. 1-1 to the $765 million man. But he's got no buying parts. 1-1. 2-1. Michael McGreevy's still in the game for whatever reason. Pitch count goes under 10 seconds. Juan Soto awaits 2-1. His last time up, he got robbed of a 3-run homer. Soto should have a 3 RBI night right now. And in the bullpen, Max Kranick. He's back up in the bullpen, so basically he's coming in the 6th. Because if he's warming up twice, he's coming in. So Tyler's finished after 5 innings. Hopefully the Mets get some runs to, put him on the winning side for the duration of this game. So 3-2. The pale pitch. And Soto hits it to left. That's deep. Going back, but they'll have room this time. Ain't no robbery. That just didn't hold up. So, Soto just wants to hit one out, y'all. But he'll have at least one more time at bat to go, as it's now 1 out for Pete Alonso. Alonso in the series 5 for 10, 5 for 12. With a home run, 3 RBIs. One of those 3 RBIs was driven in this game. Single in the walk. The Cardinals passes. They trying to frame strikes, but they got to carry that. They got to carry the ball from low to the middle, and they're not fooling umpires one bit. 1-0, 2-0. This will be the 39th pitch for Michael McGreevy. Long relief. And now Alonso will hit one weekly to shortstop. Barreros throws him out. 2 outs. So for those kids in New York out there, kids out there in New York, parents need to get y'all on that kickcaster contest. I always got a kick out of that when I was living in New York. You know what I'm saying? Used to watch the Mets on SNY. Kids come up and then they do an inning with Gary, Keith, and Ron. Those are big moments, and you know what I'm saying? Some of them kids are going to broadcast school behind that. They've been doing it for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the first batch of kids, you know what I'm saying? They like little junior broadcasters now. They following their dreams. And speaking of dreams, here's Swaggy V. He was 0-1, 0-2. Getting ready for that obligatory swinging the bad ball third strike. And now my feed's messed up. We went from regular screen to grainy screen to now buffering. Can't win for losing, y'all. Can't win for losing. Okay, here we go. We're back. And like I said, the obligatory swinging the bad ball third strike. Nope. Didn't swing at that bad ball. Apparently I was wrong. 1-2 to Mark Vientos. Apparently McGreevy was a starter last year for St. Louis, and he was pretty good. Ran over 1.96 ERA. And Vientos up the middle base hit. So Mark Vientos lines it just over the head of Brendan Allen. And that will bring up Brandon Nimmo. So Swaggy V with a single. So the thing about Michael McGreevy, yeah, he's a starter last season. So he's no stranger to like long relief or even like throwing a bunch of pitches. So 1-0 to Nimmo. We're in the top of the sixth. Will tied at 4. Mark Vientos just laced the base hit center field. And Brandon Nimmo, who was 0 for 3, double play, strikeout, and line out. And you got to believe that this home plate umpire is the hitter's umpire. He's like, I'm not calling nothing that's on corners. You gotta hit that plate. You gotta hit that plate. It's 2-0 to Brandon. And there's a ground ball to first. Play perfectly. Star retired. Run on first, 2 outs. Play off the bag instead of holding runners on. That's how you do it. 4-4. We go to the bottom of the 6th. While we do that, drink with me. Water. I love the way these baseball games evolve on video, like video games. Like the last MLB The Show I played was when I had 13. I had 13. For real, I ain't played an MLB The Show in 12 years. Ironically, that was the last year I had MLB.TV. 12 years ago. I told y'all about that. The last Met game stream. But I used to, be watching White Sox games in New York until the actual Met game was available. Now, I don't know if they still do that, like, say, anywhere. Like over here in RVA, you know what I'm saying? We get the Orioles and the Nationals, but they'll be blacked out. Say, you know, as far as the game system, and plus it's like here, it's Masson. That's the name of the TV station over. And I don't know if they got anything to do with, what you call it, as far as like regular TV, like say like the Mets be on Pix 11, and then like what regular channels do the Nationals and the Orioles be on? I'm not too sure. As it is, it's Max Krennic. Yep. So Alec Burleson is at the plate right now. 2-run homers, his first time up. It's 1-1 now to Burleson, by the way. Krennic's having a great year. So time was called on before that pitch. 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Krennic, 2 2/3 innings. He gave up his first run of the year. Now it's 1-2. Yeah, he gave up. As you see in the second inning. One and two now to Alec Burleson. They showed that second inning home run. He laced it. We're 2 hours and 3 minutes into the stream. And it's 2-2 now to Alec Burleson. It's 4-4 in the sixth inning. Max Krennic on the mound. The 2-2. Pop them foul. Look, Carlos Mendoza's been great. This is his second year, and he's not skipped a beat. He's 22-12. All is right with the East. Two and two. Yep. So this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And swung on and missed. He got him. Took a little off of that. 76 mile an hour. That looked like a little sweeper. That's the new type of slider. They call them sweepers. And let's see in the replay. Definitely a sweeper. Definitely a sweeper. So that's out number one. Out number one. And here's Pozo, the catcher, who hits one foul. Yohel Pozo averaged down to 303 after his pop out and strikeout. Max Kranick. Reason why I say his name like that, you should know if you're a wrestling fan. But anyway, fly ball, short right field, base hit. That ball wasn't hit hard at all, but straight out of the reach of Luis Angel Acuna and in front of Jose Azocar. And it's it, yeah. Little flare. There's a little flare in the right field, so. Right, again, the Cardinals have to go ahead run on base. And here's Jordan Walker, who's probably glad that Tyler's off the mound. Jordan Walker is K'd twice against Tyler, averaged down to 202. Does he fare better against Max Kranick? I'll explain that in a minute, maybe when this is over. And there's a foul ball, 0-2. So we back on that again. The 0-2 pitch. Nope, time has been called. Yo, I know what I'm talking about with that StreamYard deal. And that pitch, ooh. Hey, if it worked for the Mets, got to work for the Cardinals, right? Because that was a strike, y'all. That was a damn strike. Oh my goodness, that was a strike. But as it is, it's 1-2. And there's a fly ball to right. That's a can of corn for Soto. Excuse me, not Soto, Azocar. Soto's DH. Which is now 2 outs. And Keith Hernandez is reading Gary Cohen the riot act. No, he's not. He's explaining baseball stuff. And then Gary Cohen is just waiting and just laughing his ass off. Keith probably talking some 1982 St. Louis Cardinals stuff. I don't know. I watched the Cardinals game. Then I'll give you my thoughts. But anyway, this is the stream right now, and it's a 1-0 count to Victor Scott II, who walked and struck out in this game. 1-0. Fouled away. 1-1. Alex Verdugo's a Brave now? Didn't know that. Looking at it on the scroll or whatever. The 1-1 pitch to Victor Scott II. And there's a fly ball in the gap. That's going to fall. Till needs to hurry up, throw that in. And here comes Pozo, who just lumbers home with the 5th run of the game. So the Cardinals take a 5-4 lead. Victor Scott with an RBI double. Mets are behind again. We're going to be well over 3 hours in this stream, y'all. At least it started at 6, right? Instead of 8 like the other night. So now Kranick really needs to regroup. Because now the lineup is flipped to Lars Nootbaar, who is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Mets down 5-4, 1-0 count to Lars. And a throw to second. Lindor's in short center field to receive the throw. I mean, really? Let's see what happened on this throw by Tyrone Taylor. Uh, I think Acuna should have took that throw. I think Acuna should have took that throw and tried to relay it home. But I get it. Lindor's basically the infield captain, so I think Acuna should have took that throw and tried to fire it home. He deferred when he shouldn't have. He deferred when he shouldn't have. He should have threw that ball home because Pozo was slow as molasses. But as it is, the damage has been limited. Pete Alonso takes it himself on the last ground ball. I'm gonna hit the bathroom right now. 5-4 Cardinals. We go to the 7th inning. When I come back, let's go. We back, y'all. I throw my Nightmare Before Christmas hat back on. Cause my St. Patrick's Day hat was a little hot, you know. I was wearing that all day. That was a nice looking Subway sandwich right there. What the hell is that? Ground ball? Arenado was playing in. Who was that with that ground ball? Okay, so that's Alvarez up. Is that a Zocon? Oh, it wasn't Alvarez, but that was a Zocon. Was. That was a Zocon with that ground ball. Ronaldo playing in the whole time. If you play back, they'd have put that in their pocket. But as it is, 1-2 to Frankie. One and two. Having 2 walks and a single, by the way. And then the fly ball. They're going to get him now. Fly ball to right. Walker makes the catch for the second out. Michael McGreevy has thrown 51 pitches. Now they're playing the whole highlight reel on us and why. But Nolan Arenado, for whatever reason. Nah, the guy's good defensively and offensively. He's a complete player. From his rookie year to 2022, he's been in the league for 13 years now. This is the 13th year. 13 to 22, all Gold Glove season. From start to. And now here's Acuna Matata. 0 for 3, 2 groundouts and a strikeout, and he's in danger of striking out here to end the inning. In the top of the 7th. McGreevy's pitch got away from him. And they showed the play. This is why the Cardinals on top. They showed this is one of the critical rookie mistakes as Acuna strikes out to end the inning. Stretch time and the Mets are behind again. And here we go. Mr. Met versus Dodger versus Ace. Mr. Met is going to win this with Mrs. Met in the stands. Mr. Met won. I told y'all. The great mascot race. Now, Mr. Met won the great mascot race. But do the Mets win this game? Do the Mets win this game? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I will say this. Granted can't afford to give up any more runs. And that goes for the rest of the relievers. Because right now, it looks like the Mets are at full stop on their offense. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. You gotta be kidding me. I gotta figure out when Wendy's at here. Nah, I'm sorry. Because I'm gonna put like this. Part of my little weight loss journey is really, I'm not really doing much, but just doing manual labor. But it's like I'm eating home cooked. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating at home. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole shebang. Go to work, eat at home. You know what I'm saying? I went from, you know what I'm saying? I come from New York where it's like, basically like, either work and eat out or do nothing, eat at home, but then eating out. But really not doing much. And then it's like, mother up here and working and just eating at home. And it's working because it's not, you know what I'm saying? I've downgraded my grease intake, if that makes sense. And Barrero pops out to Lindor as Ron Stanek is in the game. $11 balls hit, 105 miles an hour or higher. All right, here's a question. For real. Who's a fan of exit velocity? I'll wait. Meanwhile, Brendan Donovan is at the plate. He's over 2 plus a hit by pitch, and there's a strike. Ron Stanek, 98 miles an hour. And there's a ball, 1-1. My fault. Yeah. Stanek ready. 1-1. Popped him up. Who's got it? Nope. Nobody gets it. It's a base hit. That part of left field, Mets caught it a few times too. Because of that one, Memo. This time it gets done to him. Vientos couldn't get it. Memo couldn't get it either. When you're watching baseball, you do what the baseball players do. Eat seed. Eat these David Sunflower seeds. I got the jumbo, y'all. I got the pantry pack too. Anyway, Nolan Arenado at the plate. 1 on, 1 out. Donovan can run. Stanek throws hard. And now he's so-so when throwing runners out. And there's a ball. Nolan Arenado was 2 for 3. 2 singles and a run short. And an RBI. He's got a home run against Stanek in his career. It's a small sample, but 2 for 4. And now 2-0, the count. Stanek's pitch. Now 3-0. Stanek's pitching with nerve. And now they're showing Gary Cohen looking like Jesus in college. Now, every year they do this. I kid you not, y'all. Now, Gary Cohen is like a clean-cut, balding, older gentleman. But every year they show when Gary Cohen has the long locks. And now they're showing Keith Hernandez when he was young. And Keith Hernandez, when he played, best first baseman of all time. 11 Gold Gloves, 6 with the Cardinals, 5 with the Mets. Three and 2 pitch, fouled off. All this time my phone was charging throughout this whole shebang, y'all. I only had half a juice one. I'm gonna have a full phone. I'm gonna have a full phone battery once this game's over. Maybe. I'm damn near close though, 91%. And there's a fly ball to center field. This will hang for Tyrone Taylor. Now the second out. Donovan back to first. For Alec Burleson, I believe. Or Wilson Contreras. Yes, Wilson Contreras. Wilson Contreras 1 for 3. Like I said though, he's had a great series against the Mets in St. Louis. Mets will be glad to be away from him for the season. Because if you don't know, you should know that this is the final game that the Mets-Cardinals play for 2025. After this, that's it. May the 4th be with them both. 0-2 to Wilson. Stanek starting with 2 straight strikes. This will be the 15th pitch. And he throws in the 7th. Now the question is he just gonna go 1? And that's strike 3. Is it strike 3 or is it 5-0? Strike 3, wild pitch. Run advance first. Was it? I don't know, y'all. Is that reviewable? Didn't I review? I guess strike. I don't know. I know balls and strikes can be. Guess that it is. Strike three. Strike three, wild pitch. Well, runners on first and second. Talk about creating more work, y'all. But it won't matter. That's a pop-up. Lindor got this. And that's it. We go to the top of the eighth inning. Good job by Ron Stanek. But the Cardinals still lead 5-4. I will say this right now. They got this thing called dose, right? It's basically orange, turmeric, and ginger among other ingredients. It's a liver health supplement to try to get your liver healthy again. Oh, if anybody needs that, it's me. I mean, look at the name of the channel. It's Inebriated Icon. There's a reason why I call myself that. Hell, the people I'm known as that. I call myself that, but everybody know me as that. Drink a lot. And I'm planning on getting that. It's 17. There's like 17 turmeric shots. Yeah, that's some money to invest in. Truth be told, yeah. I mean, I'm good, but I can be better. You know, I'm getting healthier, but I can get healthier and healthier. If I can make that make sense. Yeah, I can help you make that make sense. But yeah, man. As it is, it's 2 hours and 28 minutes into the stream. You know? And then the pop up. First pitch to Tyrone Taylor, and they finally get him out. It started with Andre Palante. It's continuing still with Michael McGreevy. And if the Mets don't get off their ass and do something, it's gonna end with Ryan Helsley. And Francisco Lindor, the batter, with 1 out, no one on, and there's a strike. Frankie with a single walk and stolen base and 3 official at-bats. Michael McGreevy has been in since the and he's throwing 57 pitches. This will be pitch number 58. And that's the ball. So the Mets with Juan Soto on deck, by the way. 1-1 pitch, 2-1. Is basically taking the starter out for another starter. McGreevy's 4 innings of 1-hit ball. And blows another one by Lindor. 2-2. Does Stanek come in for the 8th inning? I would say bring in Buto. 2-2. Line drive, 1 hop. Was it one hop? No, it's caught on the fly. Caught on the fly. Caught on the fly. So McGreevy, he's starting game right now. And here's Juan Soto. And folks, listen. This is the turning point in the game, y'all. Tied 4-4, Juan Soto gets robbed of a 3-run homer. Bill showing the highlight while I was fixing it. Look, I got a tube that's like killing me right now. Needs to be pulled by me. And it's not complying. That's why if I momentarily play with my playing in my mouth, it's the that's the reason. But anyway, 1-1 of Juan Soto. 63 pitches and he's still throwing 92. McGreevy's that bridge right now for St. Louis. And the Mets are 4 outs away from getting swept in this doubleheader. 2-1 to Juan Soto. Now 64 pitches for Michael McGreevy. The pitch. Ball 3. Juan Soto the tying run. Pete Alonso on deck. If Juan Soto can keep it going, Pete Alonso will have a chance to bring the Mets to lead. 3-1. Juan wants to walk. Juan wants to walk. He took it right down the middle. Strike 2. The payoff pitch. Momentarily. And there's a pop-up. Is it in play? Does Arenado get there? He does not. He did get there. He did get there. He made the catch. I thought he didn't make a catch. He made a basket catch, and that retires his side. So Pete Alonso will have to wait till the 9th inning, provided that he will hit, but he has a chance to tie. He'll have a chance to tie the game, provided that the Mets hold the Cardinals to no runs in the 8th inning. So we're gonna see what happens. Who comes in? Probably gonna lose, and then see if the Mets just hold that deficit at 1. And here's the thing: it's like if Ed Lewis comes in and the Mets take the lead, he's gonna have to finish it. Yeah, he's gonna have to finish it. At any rate, y'all. At any rate. The thing about streaming is you see the same commercial. Intentional talk. Kevin Millar talking to Cub players. Today's Cub players. He's like, yeah, I was a Cub. I ain't play with them. Goes one of those situations where them older players is like trying to hang on, and you can't break camp with them. Sign a 1-day contract to the team that you made your name with and retire. The most infamous of all that was Doc getting his number retired. Doc getting his number retired, right? He never formally retired though, but we knew he wasn't playing no more, right? So I don't know if any of y'all, like, if you watching, like, you saw the speech or whatever, but He was talking about how he is crazy, as the base hit. And yes, Ed Luz is in. Ed Luz is in. So basically, trying to hold that deficit down. And what did he do? Give him the base hit to Yoel Pozo. So yeah, Doc was giving a speech, but he basically going long-winded just to say that he signed a one-day contract with the Mets to announce a formal retirement. I thought that was dope, even though he's like 77 years old. All right. By the way, whoever hit that proposal, I guess it was Jordan Walker. He just lined out the left. And yes, Edwin Diaz is in the game. 7-7 in saves, but he got a 4.5 ERA. Because when he comes in, when there's no save situation, he gets touched. Here's Victor Scott second, and that should be a strike. It was a strike. 0-2. Got that gas. And on Sports Night in New York, I get to watch that. The Doubleheader recap, Blade Tidwell, and the Knicks. Yeah. Boston Celtics, we coming for you. Again, the Knicks make it respectable in the playoffs at least. You know what I'm saying? Because they played like... anyway. Excuse me. Damn, call strike 3 on Victor Scott second. And there's now 2 outs with a run on. Cardinals trying to cash in off that first pitch leadoff single by Yoel Pozo. But Ed Luz has different plans. As Newt ball comes to the plate. 0 for 3 in the walk. Cardinals lead this game 5-4, trying to sweep the doubleheader. Now Diaz is behind in the count 2-0. Ninth pitch of the game right now. Ninth pitch of the inning. And that's a strike. And umpires ain't letting them close pitches go now. I'm calling strikes. And there's a line drive base hit going to the wall. Nope, to the jutting corner. It will be a double, but Pozo has to stay at third. New ball smashed that ball. But that jutting corner gave the Mets a break. That jutting corner gave the Mets a break. Because it looked like Pozo was about to score again. 0-1 to Barrero. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That was a filthy slider. And there's very few filthy sliders like Edwin Diaz. I'm telling you. That's why they call him Sugar. Because that was a sweet slider. And that's a foul ball. Stay alive. So 0-2, does McGreevy come up? Of course he's not coming out for the ninth. Hell, he's going to try to save this one too. And right now, the Mets are in danger of losing 4 out of 5 games. Yeah, just that quick. Ground ball to Lindor. That's a can of corn. Side retired. So last lick, Mets are 3 outs away from, like I said, water 5 lost. Water 5 losses, 5 out of 7 losses. It's 6 out of 9. Those DC still out there got mad thin since, his return. You remember who started his career? I mean, that was a big boy. You understand? He was 6'7", 6'8". He is 6'7", 6'8". But he you know what I'm saying? He's been out since retirement. And I know about thin and out, shoot. It's like, I got a fat face still, you know what I'm saying? Still, still type large. But if you go, I post on Facebook, I'm like, I'm down to 250 pounds. I'm like, I ain't seen 250 pounds in 250 years. All right, so here we go. Michael McGreevy is still in the game, y'all. He's trying to finish it. Pete Alonso. He's trying to finish it. He's only thrown 16 pitches, and like we said, he started before. So 1-0. If you're going to try to solve him, the time is now. 2-0. And there we go. 2-0 pitch. 3-0. Pete Alonso. Everybody's the tying run. Unless the runner gets on. The 3-0 pitch. Taken all the way. Strike. If Pete could hit home run number 9, that would tie this game. McGreevy set. The 3-1. Swinging a miss. Nope. Swinging a foul off. Foul somewhere. Damn, that was foul so hard. It was like it knocked the pitch out of like the pitch team out of Pozo's sleep. Yo, that was this strange. It was point of the matter was it was a foul ball 3-2. But McGreevy now is about to throw a 73rd pitch of the game. In relief. The 3-2 got him swinging. 1 out. So it happens again to Pete Alonso. This time, a swinging strikeout. He should have swung in game 1, and we probably got a different result. But as it is, Michael McGreevy is stifling the Mets. And that'll bring up Mark Vientos. That's a ball. Vientos 2 singles, a walk and a run scored. Here's a pitch. They can't hit him well. They can't hit him. And Steven Matz is in the bullpen. Met legend Steven Matz. 1-1. Ball 2. Two one to Vientos. Nemo's on deck. 2-2 as Vientos swings and misses. The 2-2 pitch coming to Vientos. Swing and a foul. Said I get it right. Almost there. 97%, y'all. 2 hours and 47 minutes into the stream. 2-2 pitch to Vientos. Trap to short. Throw to first. Got him. 2 outs. And now Nemo. Are they gonna put Steven Matz in the game? The Mets are 1 out away from getting swept in the doubleheader. It's gonna be a very disappointing day. Very disappointing day. McGreevy's about to throw his 80th pitch if he's still in there. There he is. Nemo to bat. And Nemo hits one to left field. This game is over, y'all. The Cardinals have just swept the doubleheader from the Mets. Michael McGreevy in relief shuts the Mets down. 5 in the third innings. 5 in the third innings. No, actually 5 and 2 was it? 5 and 2/3 innings of relief for the win. The loser is Max Pranick. Still suffers his first loss of the Mets get swept in the doubleheader. They're now 22-13. The Cardinals, I think it's 16-19, something like that. I think they're 16-19. The Mets fall to 2.5 games above the Philadelphia Phillies. Doyle smiles in St. Louis. Doyle frowns for the Mets. McGreevy gets his first win of the year. Pranick falls to 2-1. Time of the game is 2 hours and 47 minutes. This stream will fall in the range like 2 hours and 50 minutes. So yeah, the Mets fall for a second time today, for the 4th time in 5 games, dating back to the Arizona Diamondbacks winning the last 2 games of that series. And lo and behold, they go to Phoenix to face Diamondbacks tomorrow. Do I do the join in progress? Maybe. I think I still will though. I think I still will. It's gonna be after 10 o'clock when I do it, but I think I still do it. Or should I just do the whole game Tuesday? And just, I think I'm gonna do both. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm still iffy on the join in progress deal, because I might just want to just keep watching it on my phone, like while I'm because it's like I might, but like I said, the Mets get swept in doubleheader. 6-5 the first game, 5-4 the second game. Of course we're gonna lose by 1 run, of course. And basically all our losses, because we can't get the big hit. leaving runners on, but this wasn't even about leaving runners on. It was until it wasn't. Because credit Michael McGreevy, he shut us down. He shut us down. So now it's on the Phoenix. Hopefully Griffa can have a great start. You know. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got for you. You know what I'm saying? For those who's peeking in, peeking out, you know, I'm gonna do this one more time though. Cause I ain't get no damn comments. So it is what it is. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Watch the playback for those that follow me, you know. Peeking your head out, peeking your head up again. It's cool, it's cool. Like the, you know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. I ain't worried about it. You know? I like doing this. I really do. I like doing this. You know? And I like Friday when I got a few views or whatever. Couple likes. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'm gonna get better at this so I get better for y'all. You know? But on that note, I'm out of here. Enjoy your night. And let's conquer the world for a few hours tomorrow. Later.